DOT said today that the biggest factor in last weekend's Ute Pass flood may not have been the rain, but debris from previous storms.
Now, the flood overwhelmed a retaining wall and retention basin that hadn't flooded since right after the Waldo Canyon fire 2 years ago. KRDO News Channel 13's Scott Harrison talked to CDOT about the strategy of stopping what seems to be an endless flow of debris.
The Eagle's Nest Dispensary is across the highway from the Wellington Gulch Flood Control Project. The owners hoped it wouldn't flood again after the last one 2 years ago. But did it ever?
It probably was a bigger flood than the first one because there was still 5 to 8 feet of dirt on the middle of the highway. They were standing looking out the window, and the next thing they saw was a tidal wave coming over the top of those rocks in the background.
The project did its job for 2 years by preventing floods here. But CDOT says this time there was just too much debris from previous storms for the catch basins to trap.
We need to clean those out after rain events when they fill up or when they become clogged. And that's what we've been doing, and we need to continue to do it. It does take a little bit of time to do that effort.
And it's not just CDOT doing work that relates to flooding from Wellington Gulch. The Forest Service has built a series of stabilization barriers and retention ponds up that way to help hold water in and keep it from flooding down here. But it was just too much to deal with last weekend. CDOT says despite constant cleaning, there's still plenty of debris, including dead trees, that can come down onto the highway in a flood. The owners of the Eagle's Nest haven't been flooded yet, but they're keeping their sandbags out just in case.
That was Scott Harrison reporting. At least one family saved its property from the flood by having sandbags in place. That family knows that flood mitigation helps, but is no guarantee to prevent a flood. Again, Scott Harrison reporting.